Hello everyone, this is JC De Guzman for our daily video for short-term traders like you. So this is for October 3rd to prepare you for the last trading day of the week, October 1st, Friday. And as always, I'm going to give you my unique way of doing data and technical analysis. And then I am going to give you my recommendations, whether you already have a position or you are yet to enter a new position in any of these 10 stocks. 3 reminders. First, this video is for short-term trading purposes only. Number 2, ask for the stock's latest trade and volume distribution and true market sentiment charts in our private clients forum before you push the buy button. And number 3, before you decide to top up or enter a new position, make sure that the 10 SMACD combo is present, the momentum power indicator is valid, and that you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio. Remember lessons, all of the 6 lessons that I taught you during the in-person evergreen strategy in trading and investing in the Philippine stock market seminar. That evergreen strategy applies both in short-term trading and long-term investing. It's just that you have a wider or a bigger percentage of risk in long-term investing compared to short-term trading. We don't just buy below price. We don't look for a target selling price. We don't care about someone else's fair value. We just care about our trailing stop, because in that trailing stop you have used your personal percentage of tolerable risk, so to say. All right, without further ado, let's start with the first in our list. We got ICT. ICT closed today at 120.6. Support is at 103.35. Resistance is at 120.2. Well, 103.35 is no longer the immediate support. It's going to be 120.2, or we can say 120. And the immediate resistance is somewhere near 137.6. So this is what I'm talking about when it comes to not hurrying up, when it comes to buying, especially when it comes to buying the dips. You don't average down just because it's a tall red candlestick. You average down, you top up, you buy more for less if there's something worthy to be averaged down about. So in the case of ICT, you don't have to hurry in buying the dips because there are no buy signals yet. Number one, the 10 SMACD combo is invalid still. Okay, it's still invalid. So foreign fund is also registered a net foreign selling worth 122 million pesos. So they were not attracted in buying the dips today, Thursday. Yes, it's a green candlestick, and it's a green volume bar that's higher than the stocks, than the 50% of the stocks, so 10-day volume average, but the 10 SMACD combo is invalid. How is it invalid? The last price is moving below the 10 SMA and MACD is moving below the signal line. Risk level is low, and here the last price is higher than the VWAP. The dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. Yes, it's a bullish momentum power indicator, but it's an invalid 10 SMACD combo. The true market sentiment is also bearish, so it seems to agree with the invalidation of the 10 SMACD combo. So remember, during the seminar, there's an exemption to the rule as to when you should snub or ignore or preempt an invalid 10 SMACD combo. Two conditions. What are those? If the momentum power indicator is bullish, and if you regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader already. So like many perhaps many of you don't regard themselves as an experienced and a disciplined trader yet, especially if you are a new subscriber at Equilist Analytics, and I suggest wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become valid. And when it becomes valid again, reassess if the momentum power indicator remains bullish and if you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio before you push the test buy button. But for now, be on a wait and see mode. Now, if you regard yourself as an experienced and disciplined trader, and let's say your trailing stop has not been hit yet, then you can go ahead and top up within the dominant range or test buy within the dominant range, but only if and only if you regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader, since the momentum power indicator is valid or is bullish anyway. Okay? But if you are not an experienced and a disciplined trader, you don't see yourself yet like that, or not yet, it's better off for you to wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become valid. So I have kept on repeating those things at least 3 times so that it would sink into you. Okay? So be a little bit careful with ICT. Next is URC. It closed today at 152.9. So support is now backed at 152.4. Resistance is at 177.3. The 10 SMACD combo is not yet valid because the last price is moving below the 10 SMA and MACD is moving below the signal line. It's a green volume bar that is higher than the 50% of URC's 10-day volume average. Meanwhile, foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 13 million pesos. Risk level is about to become moderate, but it's still at the low risk level. Okay, so the last price of URC is higher than the VWAP. The dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. It's a bullish momentum power indicator despite the invalid 10 SMACD combo, but the true market sentiment or the mood of the top 10 brokers is neutral. So they're still in an eavesdropping mode, trying to check who's going to buy higher with a significant volume, with a relatively huge volume. So they're still in a topsy-turvy mood or sentiment, so to say. So like what I've mentioned for ICT, if you don't regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader, then cancel any plan of topping up or entering a new position. But if it's the other way around, if you regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader, you can go ahead and top up or enter a new position within the dominant range since the momentum power indicator is bullish anyway, and that you regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader. But otherwise, just be in wait and see mode. Don't rush. Okay? And by the way, it's not an automatic buy just because you regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader, and just because it's a bullish momentum power indicator. When it comes to entering a new position, make sure that you calculate your reward to risk ratio first. It's in your updated handouts. I sent updated evergreen strategy handouts last September 30th, if my memory serves me right. But take a look at it. Check the handouts, review them. Okay, keep on reviewing the handouts until such a time that you can also deliver the strategy without looking at the handouts, just like how I do it. Learn it by heart. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so after URC, it's going to be FEN. It closed today at 2.15. Support remains at 1.9. Resistance is at 2.2. The 10 SMACD combo, it remains invalid. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 5.46 million pesos. It's a green volume bar that is higher than higher than the 50% of FEN's 10-day volume average. Risk level is already moderate, and the downtrend is still very strong as confirmed by the DMI and ADX chart. Anyhow, the last price is higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. So similar scenario, similar case for ICT and the URC. The 10 SMACD combo of FEN is invalid, but the momentum power indicator is bullish, and the true market sentiment is also bullish. So same piece of advice. If you don't regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader, wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become valid, okay, for you to have a better reward to risk ratio. Now, if you regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader, and you would like to do a test buy and you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio, that's a conditional clause. If you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio, then you can test buy within the dominant range. Remember, don't just look at the ask column. Check the dominant range. That's where you should position. That's where you should position. Remember lesson number 5 of the Evergreen Strategy Seminar, right? I kept on talking for lesson number 5 for about an hour during the seminar. So you should remember that part. So after FEN, we move on to Bloom. Bloom closed today at 10.9. Support is at 9.8. Resistance is at 11.15. Or we can say 11.5. Okay. The 10 SMACD combo is not yet valid. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 6 million pesos. Oh, by the way, the last volume bar is green, but it is less than the 50% of Bloom's 10-day volume average. It's automatically a bearish momentum power indicator. Then, one of the 4 elements of our momentum power indicator is bearish, and that makes the entire momentum power indicator bearish. Then the risk level is low, and the last price is higher than the VWAP, and one of the 4 elements already failed, so it doesn't make sense checking the other 3 elements then, and because it's automatically a bearish momentum power indicator. But the true market sentiment is bullish. Anyhow, the true market sentiment does not have the last say when it comes to deciding whether we should top up or test buy. Which ones make the last say? The 10 SMACD combo and the momentum power indicator. But in this case, both of which are bearish. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid and the momentum power indicator is bearish. So, regardless whether you see yourself as an experienced or a disciplined trader, there are no buy signals. Your momentum power indicator is bearish. So don't top up even if your trailing stop has not been hit yet, so just hold your position and don't enter a new position as well. The twins, the 10 SMACD combo and the momentum power indicator, are invalid and bearish respectively. So hold any plans of topping up or entering a new position. It's not worthy yet to do so. Okay, next, Now Corporation. Now closed today at 2.77. Support is at 1. Let's make it 2 peso per share. Resistance is at 2.9. The foreign investors registered an insignificant amount of net foreign buying, so let me skip the numbers for that. The 10 SMACD combo is still invalid. Risk level is already moderate. It's about to become high already for Now Corporation, risk level wise. The last price is higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is it's closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. It's a bearish momentum power indicator, and it's also a neutral true market sentiment. Okay, so no buy signals as well. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. The true market, the momentum power indicator is bearish. So don't enter a new position, no test buys, no buying of whatsoever yet. Now, tell me, is your trailing stop still intact? Do you have a position in Now Corporation because your trailing stop has not been hit yet? Then I strongly suggest that you hold your position for now, don't average down. But I hope none of you have now. Okay, I hope none of you have now, at least since the second to third week of September. And even if you bought Now Corporation before the second week of September, your trailing stop should have already been hit. Yes, after Now Corporation hit 4.25 or higher, your trailing stop should have already been hit since that day. Okay, otherwise you're not following our strategy. You're paying for it, so you won't follow it. Should be the other way around. Pay for the subscription so you can follow something that's data driven. That's the logical thing that you should do with your subscription here. Okay? So next, Ayala Land. It closed today at 45 pesos per share. Support is at 44.85. Resistance is at 49.5. So if it breaks below 44.85, we're looking at 43 as a precursor to 40.6 as its next support levels. And it looks like the downtrend is still more likely to continue. For one, foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 487 million pesos. Wow, that's almost half a billion pesos. The 10 SMACD combo is still invalid. What do you expect? Risk level is still low, but it's not a license for you to buy the dips yet. Even the foreign fundies, the dip packeted ones, are not interested in buying the dips. All right. So the last price is lower than the VWAP. Okay, it's automatic. It's a bearish momentum power indicator. It's also a bearish true market sentiment. So what else are you looking for? Snub Ali for now. I hope none of you have Ali in your portfolio for short-term trading purposes. Respect your trailing stop by all means. Okay? So don't enter in a position. No buying signals of whatsoever yet. The downtrend is still more likely to continue for Ayala Land. Next, APC. It closed today at 0.56. Support is at 0.49. Resistance is at 0.63. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. It's a bearish momentum power indicator because it's a red candlestick already. It's a red volume bar as well. Risk level is already moderate. And the last price is lower than the VWAP. Yeah, it's a bearish momentum power indicator. It's a neutral true market sentiment. So that's not a sign. That's a sign that there's still a lack of appetite to buy the dips on APC. So it's all the more that we should not hurry. So let's just watch it then. If you'd like to add it into your watch list, if you still have available slots, remember during the evergreen strategy, I told you that your watch list should not exceed 5 stocks. So personally, I don't monitor more than 5 stocks. If I don't have an available slot in my watch list, let's say if all 5 slots are already filled, then I don't add some more. Otherwise, I'm going to get crossed eyes by the end of the day. So I want to keep my sanity intact. So I don't monitor more than 5 stocks in my watch list at any given day. So in short, avoid APC for now. Next, Pepsi, PIP closed today at 1.6, support is at 1.55, resistance is at 1.95. It's an invalid 10 SMACD combo. It's a bearish momentum power indicator. Risk level is already high. Anyhow, this is not for newbies. It's not a newbie-friendly stock based on its historical volatility score. And the downtrend is still more likely to continue. But even the true market sentiment is neutral, meaning to say they did not see something that's worthy for them to buy the dips. It's a falling kitchen, not just a sink, so to speak. So avoid Pepsi, at least for now. Next, ALLHC. It closed today at 3.37. Yes, it broke below the previous support at 3.43, and that one is now acting as its immediate resistance. Support now is at 2.83. It's quite deep. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 2.95 million pesos. It's an invalid 10 SMACD combo. It's a bearish momentum power indicator. Risk level is low, but the downtrend is about to get stronger than before. Your ADX is already at 24.79%, and the negative DMI is still moving above the positive DMI. Even the true market sentiment is neutral, so they did not see something worthy to be bought on ALLHC's dip on Thursday. So after ALLHC, that sounds like a tongue twister, huh? ALLHC, all HC. Okay, let me call it that way next time. Anyway, FERRO. It closed today at 4.8, support is at 4.17, resistance is at 5.12. Okay, it's an invalid 10 SMACD combo. It's a bearish momentum power indicator. Foreign funds participation is not significant, so I'm not going to say the number anymore. So historical volatility is moderate, and the true market sentiment is neutral. So they also snubbed the dips of FERRO. So let's mirror that. Let's snub FERRO as well, at least for now. No buy signals. Oops, that's the last stock in today's video. So remember, take advantage of your access to our private clients forum. That's one of the 6 things that you have paid for. And by the way, if you have not opened an account with First Metro Securities yet, please open an account. Check your dashboard. I put some FAQs on your dashboard so that you can see the instructions on how to open an account with First Metro Securities for free, so that you will get your 2 months of free access to First Metro Sec Pro. For me, it's the most advanced online trading platform in the Philippines to date. Okay? So you will get 2 months free. But before you get your 2 months free of First Metro Sec Pro, you will have to have an account with First Metro Securities first. Of course, that goes without saying. Where will they apply the 2 months free if you don't have an account with them, right? So anyway, there's no obligation to pay because the 2,500 minimum initial deposit has been waived for you because they are our partner when it comes to educating the market about stock investing and trading. And lastly, I will be in Davao on, let me check the schedule, I will be in Davao on October 26th, that's Saturday. I will be at the First Metro Securities Hub in Davao. Where will it be exactly? Let's check. There you go. 3rd floor, Abriza Ayala Main Mall, JP Laurel Avenue, Davao City, from 10 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. And then on November 23rd, Saturday as well, from 10 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, I'll be in Cavite. These are the 2 last Evergreen Strategy seminars for the remaining days of 2019. So if you are a subscriber of Equilist Analytics, I suggest that you buy your ticket while you have a discounted ticket. If you are a subscriber for 1 year, you'll just have to pay 50% of the regular price. If you are a 6-month subscriber, pay 70% because you get a 30% discount. If you are a 1-month subscriber, just pay 90% because you get 10% discount on your ticket. You will understand more, and I think it's not enough to say that you will understand more. You will understand better what I'm talking about here in this daily video when you attend the seminar, because for 7 to 8 hours, I will do nothing but make things clear to you from stock selection all the way to the trade execution. My goal for you is not only to be an expert when it comes to buying, but also an expert when it comes to selling. So from stock selection to trade execution, whether it's a buying or a selling decision. And 90% of what I'm going to teach you, you will not find on Google. You will not find on YouTube unless I'm the one speaking. Unless I'm the one speaking on that YouTube video that you will find, if you will find any. Okay? Or if you'll find an article, well, make sure. I'm sure it will be me who wrote that article. But it's better for you to attend the seminar because, as I always say, learn what's not on Google. Okay? You will be better off than when you enter the room by the end of the seminar. And if you think what we just talked about for 8 hours during the seminar does not make sense, well, just let me know and I'll return your money. I'll give you 500 pesos more for your Grab taxi. All right? So that's my guarantee to you. So again, my name is JC De Guzman, your mentor at Equilist Analytics. Remember, be evergreen. Bye for now.